Would you trust a rental car salesman to run your team? Well, it's working out pretty well for the Lions, so I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. This is Lions GM Brad Holmes, and his story is actually incredible. Starting with his playing days at HBCU North Carolina A&T, fresh off of winning the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference and the HBCU National Championship, one night the sophomore tackle found himself on the receiving end of a head-on collision that left him in the hospital for 3 weeks. He slipped into a coma, he had to get emergency diaphragm surgery, he suffered a stroke that left the whole right side of his body partially paralyzed. It looked like his playing career was over. I mean, he was lucky to leave his life. Football's definitely out of the question, right? That didn't stop Holmes from looking his coach Bill Hayes dead in his eyes and saying, "Coach, I will be playing again." And after 5 months of physical and speech therapy, play again he did. He was named team captain and apparently was even better than he was before the crash. But after graduating cum laude from A&T, he had to scratch and claw to get his way back to the game he loves. So one day he stumbles across a PR internship with the Atlanta Hawks. However, internships do not pay and landlords don't accept grit in exchange for a place to live. So to supplement his income, he was working at the Atlanta airport at Enterprise Rental Car. He found his way to the St. Louis Rams, worked there for 18 years before becoming their director of college scouting. Then in 2021, the Motor City came calling, hiring him as their general manager with the task of building a contender out of a historically impoverished franchise. Starting where all great teams start, in the trenches, drafting tackle Penei Sewell with his first pick ever, and sneaking in an undersized wide receiver with a great name in the 4th round from USC. So, 2 All-Pros in your first draft, not a bad starting point, but they kept drafting, they kept building, and now here we are 4 years later, and the Lions are fresh off their first 15-win season in franchise history. After winning their first playoff game since the George Bush Sr. administration, in layman's terms, he upgraded Ford Field from a mid-sized sedan to an exotic luxury vehicle. Okay, I swear that's my last car joke, but you get the point. Brad Holmes, you are Black History.